This is a 2016 on a 16 registration Range Rover Sport HSE. Now the HSE is one of the higher level of specification models that you can have on the Range Rover Sport, and obviously this is a big luxury SUV, so loads and loads of luxury features, optional extras, lots to show you on this car. Now for me this is a lovely example, and I'll explain for why. The car has been totally serviced by the same Land Rover main dealer its whole life. It was supplied new by that dealer, and that dealer has sold it to every single one of its customers that it's had, its owners that it's had. So an extremely simple provenance, but you know, when it comes to used cars, you're not looking for complexity, you're looking for a simple, easy to explain car, and you can show clearly that it's been looked after properly, and this car is one of those. All the servicing done correctly by the same Land Rover dealer. Now, you can probably pick up on some of the visuals. The car's fitted with a full black pack. So that is all of the lettering, the Range Rover lettering, the front grille, the lower sort of splitter area of the grille down here, the little strakes across the front of the fog lights, everywhere, which for me makes this car look really stealthy, makes it stand out. There's lots of sort of silvers and greys, and I actually think now this is a really, really special looking car. And we'll run you through some of the features of the car as well. So starting at the front, the car's got, as you'd imagine, adaptive xenon headlights. So it's a Range Rover, so these headlights are brilliant, and they obviously will turn around the corners, as you would imagine. And then it's obviously got those signature daytime running lights, those double oval daytime running lights that Range Rovers are famous for now. So a really good looking car when it's coming up behind you on the road. 20-inch gloss black alloy wheels as well. These are beautiful as well, in my opinion. Really stand out. There's lots of silver wheels out there, and I think the way that this car has been specified, the way it looks, I think it needed the gloss black wheels. It looks lovely with them. It just sets the car apart. It gets the tone right. And a nice little feature here is you've got some contrast silver sort of grills inside the bonnet louvers here. And for me, again, that little breakup of colour actually looks really smart. I think it's a nice little sort of, just little breakup, as I say, little breakup of the black as you're going around the car. Again, we'll have a look inside. And as I said at the beginning of this video, for me, this car is about provenance, it's about condition. This car has been looked after beautifully. It is in fabulous order, and a lot of these Range Rovers, you can see that hopefully from the interior, you can see the sort of the condition the interior is in, and some nice Range Rover features here. You've got the memory package on this car, so that's passenger memory for the passenger seat. You've got memories functions obviously over on the driver's seat as well. And picking up on what I said earlier regarding this car and how it's only ever been sold via the same Land Rover dealership to all of its owners, you've got the full Land Rover retail package in here, so it's quite nice. And if I open this up properly, so I'll try and do it without dropping it, you can see that both the keys slot in here. You've got your double Land Rover key rings. Just nice little things. Most people put these away, you know, they get lost through the owners of the vehicles over time. Quite nice to have all of that with the car. As I say, I'll run you down the side of the car. You've got your privacy glass on the rear windows, the rear quarter glass, and obviously the big rear screen as well. That's all got privacy glass, which I think is very nice to have. And the gloss black theme continues to the back of the car. So Range Rover lettering across the back, also in gloss black. This piece of trim here, also in gloss black. And one thing that's a little bit different, if you have a look at the rear diffuser down here, most people leave this in plain plastic, which is usually how they come from the factory. And actually, for me, I actually think that looks a bit cheap. I think this looks lovely that it's been, you know, sort of color-coded to the rest of the car. And it just gives the whole back of the car a slightly sort of classier look for me. Now, these cars are fitted, as you can imagine, it's a Range Rover, full luxury SUV, everything's electric. They are fitted with a power tailgate, but we've just got this car in, so the battery is a little bit low. So the power tailgate lift actually is not working at the moment, but that is purely a battery thing. So I still need to open the boot to show you how big the boot is, and then we'll show you it coming down on the electric as well. Parcel shelf there, and you can see the size of the boot here, huge literage in the back here. And obviously the rear seats there, they fold forwards as well. So if you do need to get something big in here, you know, it's a Range Rover Sport. It's a big, big car. And under the boot floor, space-saving spare wheel. As you can see, all in good condition. To me, that looks like it's never been on. So exactly what you want to see under the boot. And obviously you've got your jacks and your toolkits and everything else is under there. Just knock that down. And then as I said earlier, look, you can see that the boot will obviously shut. as you would expect it to. Brilliant. Come around the driver's side. So I'll show you in the back here because the door opens a bit wider and you can see in here. The car is fitted with rear heated seats, which is a nice part of the package. So both the rear seats, both outside rear seats can heat up. And again, just look at the condition. The leather is in fabulous order. I mean, it almost looks like no one's ever sat in the back seat of this car. It's that good, which, you know, for a 2016 car and 48,000 miles, which this car has done, quite incredible. And the same again here, you've got lovely condition. The leather is in beautiful order. And then you look at here, here's your memory package for the driver's side. Obviously, you've got all your child lock, electric windows, electric folding mirrors, electric adjustable mirrors as well. Everything you'd expect of a vehicle like this. And I'm just going to jump in now. And I'll fire the car up. And as I said earlier, you can see on the screen it says low battery. So I'm just going to start the car up, which obviously it fires up perfectly. And I'll show you some other features. So the car has massively adjustable seats. So obviously you've got four-way lumbar. The bolsters on the driver's seat can come in and out, so they can hold you sort of more secure in the seat. So if you're driving the car slightly more enthusiastically, you don't roll around. So massively adjustable seats. These are obviously also heated. The front seats are heated as well. And then going back to that theme, it's a Range Rover. It's a luxury SUV. You've got electric steering columns. Everything is electric there. You've got a digital dashboard up here, which is a full digital, front-up dashboard. You've got cruise control over here, as you'd imagine, auto headlights, auto wipers. All your Bluetooth and voice activation controls are on the left-hand side. And then over to sort of the main control center of the car, you've got your satellite navigation screen, your media screen. But this car is the slightly later generation sat-nav. So it's not the sort of the second generation, but I would call this generation 1.5. So it goes from the old style screen to these lovely tiles, which makes navigating through the system a lot nicer, a lot easier to see what you're doing, which in my opinion is much, much better. And then you've still got all the buttons to control everything here. And then if I put the car into reverse, lovely reverse camera there, really big screen, so really clear. And obviously the lines adjust just to make parking a big car like this a lot easier for you. Put it back into park. You've got all of your typical Land Rover off-road driving modes, because it wouldn't be a Land Rover without them. So you lift that button up there and you can adjust the modes. So you've got grass, gravel, snow. I think this is mud ruts. And then obviously you've got your sand mode there. Not a great deal of sand in the UK, but nice to know you've got it. And especially in the winter, these things, there isn't, in my opinion, a better car, a safer car for you to be in on the odd day that it does snow in the UK. And then you're just looking at storage. It's a big Range Rover. Big cup holders here, a big storage bin under here with a USB and an aux audio input, which is lovely, exactly what you'd want. Big glove box over here, and huge storage bins in all of the doors. So everything that you'd want from a car like this, and I keep touching on it, the condition. The steering wheel is in beautiful condition, the seats, the leatherwork, the armrests, everything that you would want for a car of this age when you're buying a used Range Rover like this. These are big family cars. Some of these can have a very hard life. This is not the case with this car. It's been very well looked after, very well cared for. Now, as I explained at the beginning, this car has done 48,000 miles. It's a HSE model, and it's got a total Land Rover main dealer service history, supplied new and serviced, bespokely serviced by that particular Land Rover dealer the whole way through its life. A really, really lovely example, beautiful condition, a really nice car for somebody. My name is Matthew. Thank you very much for watching.